Hello and welcome you again in macroeconomic class. And in this lecture, I am going to discuss with you about the types of the unemployment. But before discussing about the types of the unemployment, I would like to explain once again that what is the unemployment or who is unemployed. Unemployment, if a person who is if a person who is above the age of 10 or 15, it varies from country to country. In 10 years in Pakistan and 15 years in other countries, the minimum age. But those who are working, those who are below 15 and if they are working, they are treated as the child labor. But as far as the definition is concerned, that those whose age is above 10 years and below 60 years or 65 in other countries' case, who are currently without any work, job or work, but they are actively looking for the job. They are actively looking or searching for the job. So this is simply the definition of the unemployment. That those people whose age is above 10 or 15 years and below 60 or 65 years, who are currently without any job or work, but they are actively looking or searching for the job. So this is the definition of the unemployment, that the people who are above 10 years and below 60 years, if they are without job but they are actively looking for the job. The point is that people who are searching the job, because when we are saying that students, they are not the unemployed, or those who are stay at home, they are not unemployed. The reason we are saying that they are not unemployed because they are not actively looking for the job or searching for the job. So in this lecture, our focus of discussion is the types of the unemployment. So what are the types of unemployment? What are the types of unemployment? Then simply as we are saying that people who are without jobs, they are simply called the unemployed. So then why we are saying, or why we are talking, or why we are discussing about the types? Unemployed means unemployed. But the reason that people, they are unemployed because of various reasons. The cause of their unemployment is one of the reasons which we are going to discuss in this lecture. The first one is the fractional unemployment. Frictional unemployment is that type of the unemployment, or frictionally unemployed is that person who is without job because currently the person is Suppose we say that person is currently completed his or her degree, or the person's age now becomes, now person is of mature age, suppose 10 years or 15 years. So it's very hard or it's very difficult or it's very impossible to get job within days when you are completing your degree. Not possible that someone is going to get the degree. Or in another case, we are saying that if a person is leaving one job to find out another job, the better job, or to join another better job, the time duration from leaving the job and joining another job, the time the person remains unemployed, so that type of the unemployment is called frictional unemployment. And usually the frictionally unemployed people, they are unemployed for the shorter time periods. So I'm writing here the definition of this frictional unemployment. Frictionally unemployed or frictional unemployment is that unemployment when a person leaves one job to find out another job. Is the time in between leaving the job and finding another job is known as frictionally unemployment, or the time period during which the person is unemployed, leaving the job and finding out another job. That's when we say that it's known as frictionally unemployed. Or when someone is completing the degree, the time duration from completing the degree and finding the job, the time period when a person is unemployed, we say the person is frictionally unemployed. So this kind of the unemployment is not very serious because the time duration of such kind of the unemployment is not more than 3 months. In some weeks in some countries, but the country like Pakistan, here frictional unemployment is very hard to find out the job. If you are leaving the job, it's very difficult to find out another job. So until someone finds another job, people do not leave the jobs. So the second type of the unemployment is structural unemployment. Structural unemployment is that unemployment which, when people loses the jobs because of the change of the structure of the economy. If suppose we say that previously an economy was an agricultural economy, now the economy is shifting from agriculture to the industrial sectors. So those who were the experts in the agricultural cultivation, now if they are leaving the agricultural sector, if there is no job available in the agricultural sector, but their qualifications, they are not going to match the requirements of the other types of the jobs. So the structural unemployment means when the economic, suppose we also call the structural unemployment the technological unemployment. When technology changes, those those people who have the knowledge of the old technology, until they learn the new technology, the time period during which they remained unemployed because of the technological change is called the structural unemployment. If we say suppose those the people who were the radio mechanics or radio repairers, nowadays it's very hard to find out the radios, and after the introduction of the mobiles, radio users number declined, and those people who were the mechanics of the radios, they lost their jobs or they have converted themselves from the radio mechanics to the mobile mechanics. So until they change their expertise or learning, the people remain unemployed. So structural unemployment is that unemployment that type of unemployment when people loses the jobs because of technological change or because of the structure of the economy. Outdated technologies, when they are changed, those who are the experts in the outdated technologies, they might lose their jobs. When they lose the jobs, we say that they are unemployed because of the structure. Another explanation of the structural unemployment is that when jobs are available in a particular place, suppose in Pakistan the jobs are available in the Kashmir area, Azad Kashmir area, or the jobs are available in the Third of Sindh. But the people who are unemployed, they are living in the Kharpur. So if they don't want to leave their homes because of the homesickness, jobs are available, but because of the mismatch of the location of the unemployed and the jobs availability, we say the people are unemployed because structurally unemployed. Another example that if we say suppose there is an advertisement of the managers or advertisement of suppose the engineers. Posts are vacant for the engineers or the technicians. But the unemployed people, they have the degree, another degree, the chemistry degree or any other degree, the commerce degree or the business degree. So this is also another type of the structural unemployment, that jobs are there, but because of the mismatch of the degrees are the people that don't have the expertise to fill the vacancies, so it is called the structural unemployment. Another type of the unemployment is cyclical unemployment. Cyclical unemployment is that employment, the term cycle, we say that in previous lectures I have also discussed about the business cycle, and the business cycle shows the ups and downs in the economic activity. Sometimes there are booms, the peaks, booms, sometimes recessions, depressions. So, because of the ups and downs of the economy, whenever there is a recession, whenever there is an upward trend in the economy, when economy grows, when there is economic growth in the country, when economy runs through the peaks, then most of the people, they have the jobs, unemployment decreases. But when economy starts falling, whenever there is a recession, or depression. Recently, the world is passing through the depression because of the COVID, because of the coronavirus. The world is going through the worst type of the recession, and which is known as the depression nowadays. That whenever the economic activity fall, whenever the production of the country fall, whenever the GDP of the country falls, people loses the jobs. So the cyclical unemployment is that unemployment when people loses the jobs because of recession or depression in the economy. If a person is unemployed because of the fluctuations in the economy, because of the recession in the economy, we say the person is unemployed. In recent times, people are unemployed because of the recession. So cyclically unemployment is very high nowadays. Another type of the unemployed people is the seasonal unemployed. The term season means we have different seasons during the year. Some people they are employed during a particular season, and some people they are employed during another season. The countries who are dependent on the agricultural crops, where there are different types of the production activities taking place during a particular season. Just suppose the crushing season of the sugar. So sugarcane mills where people are working for the 3-4 months during the crushing seasons. But when crushing season over, then people remain unemployed. Even in the textile mills where people work during the seasons. And when during the off seasons, people loses the jobs. Even in our particular area, the Kherpur region, which is famous for its dates cultivation, there are thousands of the people, they get their jobs during the harvesting season of the dates. But when the season becomes over, then people loses their jobs. During the winter season, many people they start selling their different items, and during the summer season, many people they sell their ice creams and many other items which are not possible for the winter season. So until the people changes their abilities, they remain unemployed. So the seasonal unemployment is that unemployment when a person becomes unemployed due to change of season. This is not a very serious type of unemployment, because when season again changes, people will find out their jobs. This one is the most dangerous types of unemployment, because government has to take serious measures to correct the economy. This one is also the unemployment which is also of the concern for the governments or for the policy makers. Another type of the unemployment is known as natural unemployment. And before discussing the natural unemployment, there is the term full employment. The term full employment is that unemployment means when all the people If we are talking about the labor employment, full employment is that condition where everyone or anyone who wants to work will find out the work. Means those who are willing to work can easily find out the work. So this is the economic condition where people who are willing to work have the work and they are earning, or they can easily find out the work for their earnings. But it's not necessary that full employment means 100% unemployment, 100% employment. There remains some sort of the unemployment, and that unemployment is known as the natural unemployment. Natural unemployment is that unemployment which is not possible for any government to control. The reason that government is unable to control or any country cannot control it, because if we are saying that those who are below 10 years or 15 years, they are not counted into the labor force. But if we suppose today we say that we have given everyone job, anyone who is willing, whose age is about 10 or 15 and below 60 years or 65 years, if the person is willing, can easily find out the jobs, and suppose we have given everyone job. But tomorrow, someone has completed the minimum age. Now yesterday the person's age was less than 10 years, or suppose someone has completed his or her degree today. Yesterday we have counted them as students, but today they are part of the labor force, so it's not possible to give them the jobs within a day. So natural rate of unemployment remains in every country. It's not possible for governments to provide everyone the jobs because of the natural reason, and the percentage varies from 3% to some countries 6%. If a country is running 3 to 6%, especially 3%, but in some cases we say that if 3 to 6% unemployment, we treat it as a natural unemployment, and that is because of the various reasons, because of the completion of the degrees, because of the passing the minimum age requirement or condition. So these are the types of the unemployment we have discussed, and I hope you have understood. So dear students, I suggest you to listen carefully all my lectures, and again I suggest you to send me questions, and I will also conduct your online lectures on all these lectures which I have discussed with you, and I hope that all your questions, all your concerns will be explained. So thank you for watching, and in the next class we will be discussing about the aggregate demand and then aggregate supply. So thank you very much.